Smartsheet is the enterprise work management platform. We help you plan the work, do the work, scale the work, and empower anyone to drive meaningful change. But driving meaningful change is challenging. When work itself is changing in unprecedented ways, there's no debating the matter. Groundbreaking developments in AI have altered the fundamental experience of modern work. On one hand, these technologies point toward an exciting future, a future where the constraints of time and technical know-how take a backseat to human creativity and instinct. On the other hand, legitimate questions exist about the role privacy, safety, and responsibility play in this rapidly changing landscape. Welcome to a special presentation about Smartsheet's approach to generative AI, how we're addressing these opportunities, and what we're building to help you get even more value from Smartsheet. Please welcome Smartsheet CEO, Mark Mader.
Welcome and thanks for joining us today. Over the past 6 months, we've seen generative AI, or Gen AI, rapidly gain momentum. And each of us, whether we are operators or innovators, is moving swiftly to understand, act, and maximize this opportunity. We're all asking important questions. How do we use Gen AI to unlock new potential? How can we use it to create a tailwind that propels us? How do we use it responsibly to fundamentally improve the way we work? At Smartsheet, we believe Gen AI has the potential to dramatically and positively impact how people get their work done, from planning to execution to scaling the work. It's still early days when it comes to applying Gen AI to software platforms, but we are already seeing positive impacts. Initial successes point to a promising future in which billions of people and millions of organizations will benefit. Today, we're going to share more about the Gen AI capabilities we're releasing and continue to build to help you plan, execute, and scale. But before I get to that, I'd like to talk a little about our approach to these innovations. We aim to apply Gen AI throughout the Smartsheet platform. Apply being the operative word. Our approach embraces an applied AI mindset that extends Smartsheet's capabilities to drive even more value to our customers. This applied AI mindset is in contrast to a pass-through AI approach taken by some software companies. The pass-through approach provides access to Gen AI functions from within an application, but it focuses more on enabling standard tools and benefits alongside an existing feature set. While this serves a purpose, it ultimately delivers less incremental value. For example, it might provide convenient access to what people can already do today with ChatGPT, like asking it to make a paragraph better or suggest a title for a document. In speaking with a number of our leading customers, we're hearing that the greatest value lies in AI enablement that goes beyond that kind of generic content generation, to features that will truly help drive business impact. With that in mind, we have prioritized 3 areas where we can deliver significant transformational value. These features will provide you with a deeper understanding of your data, answer your questions more quickly, and accelerate productivity for new and existing teams. With these features, we are reducing the time it takes to model your business workflows, and we are increasing the volume and velocity of insights available based on your information in Smartsheet. Now, more than ever, you expect and demand technology that you can trust to help accomplish today's mission-critical work. We understand this. And to ensure that you can capitalize on tomorrow's innovations, we are investing in the leading AI platforms, partnerships, and development techniques to help get you there faster. Of course, as we innovate, it's critical that what we provide is accurate and actionable. That's why we are not just building powerful capabilities. We're equally focused on the other side of the equation, building experiences whose data management and output you can trust. This is our commitment to you. As we incorporate this new technology, we know how important it is for you to understand the recommendations and insight it provides, so you can spend less time verifying how the recommendations you receive are derived. You'll be able to do things like ask AI, "Why did you make that recommendation?" or "How did you reach that conclusion?" so that as an informed user, you'll be able to move forward confidently. Now, I'd like to share a little bit about our initial Gen AI offerings. A collection of new features that will enable you to onboard, configure, and derive lightning-quick insights and visuals. First is to enable you to generate insights and visualizations from your data incredibly quickly. How quickly? We're talking seconds, not the minutes or hours many of you spend today traversing large data sets, building filters, reports, and charts to make sense of it all. Mere seconds. To the million-plus people who build chart widgets for dashboards in Smartsheet, get ready. Your time to next insight is about to get disrupted in the best of all possible ways. This new feature uses the power of large language models to deliver insights through a simple, natural language prompt right in the context of your sheet. You can ask, how many programs were over budget last month by department? Or, show me which of our projects are behind schedule in North America. And Smartsheet will produce visual charts and graphs that can be saved to a dashboard with a click of a button. Sheets that are incredibly dense with information, such as portfolio management use cases powered by Smartsheet Control Center, are ideal candidates for realizing immediate value. We've built this feature to ensure you continue to maintain control over your sensitive data. Only users and systems authorized by your organization will have access to your data. The second area of investment is getting you the answers you need while keeping you in your Smartsheet workflow. Need help building, configuring, or extending a solution? You'll be able to ask our AI-powered Help Assistant. The Help Assistant will also prompt new users on how to get started with different features based on what they've been working on. This will help new users get up to speed more quickly and get the most out of the platform. When you ask it a question, the Help Assistant will understand where you are in the context of your work and provide a response customized for you, drawing from our help documentation, our online community, and Smartsheet expert knowledge. We're able to deliver differentiated value here because we have tuned the large language model to specifically answer questions about how to best use the Smartsheet platform. You'll be able to better self-serve and build solutions faster through this connected experience. As the leader in enterprise work management, Smartsheet helps customers transform how work gets done across their organization. So the third thing we're focused on building is AI tools that will accelerate productivity across the enterprise. You'll be able to rapidly build sophisticated solutions that suit your specific business needs. Our AI-powered solution builder will find and personalize the right solution template so you can get started in minutes. Part of building solutions often entails creating formulas to do some of the heavy lifting. We'll help you unlock even more value from formulas without feeling like you have to learn another language. Soon, you'll be able to write a simple sentence describing what you want to calculate, and the formula will be automatically written for you. And we're not stopping there. We're building additional GenAI capabilities that benefit any Brandfolder user. New features will enable you to effortlessly generate video captions and image descriptions and easily manipulate images for quick editing. You'll hear more about some of these initial features in a few minutes. We've already begun enrolling select customers in a private beta to get real-time, hands-on experience, and there'll be even more to come at our Engage Customer Conference in September. I can't wait to see how you will use GenAI in Smartsheet to innovate and transform your organization. Given our focus on applying GenAI, we are actively evaluating and teaming up with a variety of partners and providers. This will help us ensure that the models that power our features are the most secure, responsible, effective, and performant. To that end, we have chosen Microsoft Azure OpenAI to power our first-to-market GenAI features. Now, I'd like to welcome Melissa Taylor, Corporate Vice President for Azure and Industry at Microsoft, for a conversation about our partnership and Microsoft's approach to responsible AI. Over the years, we've partnered with Microsoft on Teams, Dynamics 365, and Identity Manager. We are now looking to extend our partnership in the context of generative AI. At Smartsheet, we're very focused on security and the responsible application of AI for our customers. Alyssa, tell me about your strategy for responsible AI and how it's resonating with partners.
Absolutely. And first, Mark, thank you so much for having me join today. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you. And, I'm obviously very excited about the potential of AI, but I'm also equally excited about how Smartsheet is leading in this area and the use cases that you're bringing to your customers. At the core, AI is designed, generative AI in particular, is designed to uncover insights across very complex data sets and processes. And it really, it speeds up our ability to learn and get to the knowledge that we need collectively as businesses. And so, Microsoft, we're incredibly optimistic about the benefits of this technology. But equally, as you talked about, we're realistic of the challenges and the responsibility around leading this next generation of AI technologies. And so we fundamentally know we can't drive positive impact with technology if people don't trust the technologies or the companies behind them. And so we put a lot of effort into our responsibility to earn the trust of our customers and our partners, so that, entities like Smartsheet can feel confident in building with us, that organizations in every industry and every geography trust their most mission-critical data and operations to our platform. We've fundamentally taken an approach to responsible AI that means we stand behind our customers. Your data and your customers' data is their data. It's not used to train any of the foundational models without permission, and it's protected by the most comprehensive enterprise compliance and security controls in the industry.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks, Alyssa. Our enterprise customers are looking to leverage applied AI, and they're interested in learning more about the reliability and the accuracy of results that AI generates, as well as the potential of latency issues. These are high-performing organizations. What investments are you making to ensure that Azure AI addresses these questions?
Absolutely. There's two parts to this question. So the first is around latency. Which, if you think about latency, it's really addressed in kind of two different dimensions. The first is generative AI models are getting more and more capable and effective. And so we continue to, focus on that capability and the effectiveness of the models. And then the second is the regional availability of the models within Azure. So today, Azure has a global footprint of over 200 data centers across more than 60 regions. And we think about the Azure AI services being available across all of those regions. And we've made the Azure OpenAI service available in the US 4 months ago. And we've already expanded that availability to new regions, including Western Europe, UK, and France. So AI is a top priority for Microsoft, and we are continuing to expand the footprint of the services into more and more regions every single month. So that's so how we think about latency. The second part is around reliability and accuracy. And so let's, spend a minute to talk about that. So with, all AI systems, it's important to approach the product building efforts with an initial baseline that provides a deep understanding of not just a technology capability, but also the limitations. So the first is, how do you solve a problem? You have to understand it. And we're approaching this with the mindset of constant learning. So for about 7 years now, we've invested in a cross-company program to ensure our AI systems are responsible by design. So we have new products and features to help organizations improve accuracy, both safety, fairness, and explainability across the AI development lifecycle. So I'll just put this into a couple examples. So at Build, which is our big developer conference that we had just a couple months ago, we announced a new capability, which is called Azure OpenAI service on your data. And so with this capability, developers can ground the AI models on their own data to help improve the accuracy of the results. We also announced another service, which is called Azure AI Content Safety, which is a content moderation platform that uses AI to keep the content safe. So it does this by quickly deleting and flagging offensive or inappropriate content in text, as well as images, and this creates a better experience for everyone. And so these were two very, very important new services that we brought. And we'll continue to invest in the platform so that the solutions that you're building on, that Smartsheet is building on for your customers, benefit from these investments in responsible AI and making sure that we are both improving accuracy and latency. So we've learned from the interest that we're seeing from our customers and from our partners, and we'll continue to invest in making sure that Azure is the best place to build AI workloads.
Great. Well, when you talk about expanding into so many regions, it's just another piece of evidence that I think something that we share in common. And it's this notion of putting the customer at the center of everything we do. And like you, we're committed to enabling customers to realize their biggest opportunities with this technology that we're developing, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's the software that is drawing from that infrastructure. So Alyssa, tell me about how this commitment to the customer at the center is reflected in your approach to Azure AI.
Absolutely. So at our core, Microsoft designs technology with the end user in mind. It's a core principle. And we're pretty excited about the potential of AI to fuel new innovations for customers. And, we're seeing these use cases and these benefits in every industry. So we believe that AI will improve productivity and reduce the routine elements in many jobs. It has the potential to help people be more creative in their work and in their personal lives. And we see this with things like GitHub Copilot, where you actually have developers that are more productive and they're more satisfied with their job. So that's a great example of where generative AI brings both productivity and really enhances the work experience. And so I think this is a great alignment with the core of what Smartsheet is enabling through your offering. And it's, as you and I were discussing, it's the ability to discover new insights across large data sets that will drive new advances in many, many areas. And so, we're seeing this in healthcare. We're seeing this, in all sort of different industry, financial services, healthcare, retail. And, this is, for a parent who has struggled to remember how to help their 13-year-old child through an algebra homework assignment, AI-based assistance is a helpful tutor, at the very fundamental level. And so I know, the thing that I'm so excited about our partnership is that Smartsheet shares a commitment to ensuring that customers can leverage the power of AI in a responsible way. And it's exciting to see customers already applying the next generation AI to very unique challenges and opportunities and delivering really transformational experiences.
Speaking of experiences and customers, we have launched a private beta to enable select customers to experience and provide feedback on the capabilities we intend to release at scale in the very near future. With the first Gen AI features we're bringing to market, we are underscoring the importance of data management and security. Alyssa, Microsoft has a strong reputation for data security. How do you ensure this for AI services that Smartsheet is utilizing?
Absolutely. And, we know that data protection is top of mind for our customers, as it should be. And when we think about Microsoft's AI services, they're underpinned by Microsoft Azure, which employs the most comprehensive enterprise compliance and security controls to protect both, customer data as well as all data sets. And so, when you say you're using Azure, you are choosing where your data is located. And through our large and very large expanding network of data centers around the globe, Azure allows you to choose from more than 60 regions, as I talked about, linked by one of the largest interconnected networks on the planet, including more than 150 data centers and growing. So no matter where your data is stored, Microsoft does not control or limit the locations from when the end users may access, copy, or move customer data. As I talked about, customer data is customer data. And most Azure services enable you to specify the region where your customer data will be stored and processed. So we have state-of-the-art encryption, which Azure protects both data at rest and in transit. And also Azure secures your data using a number of encryption methods, protocols, and algorithms, including double encryption. So when we think about data privacy, we take this pretty seriously, both at the privacy level, the security level, and the data residency applied across all data, including all cloud services, including our Azure AI services as well. So, this is, we know it's top of mind for our customers, and it's something that we aim and strive to have the most comprehensive privacy, security, and residency for all of our Azure AI services.
Mm-hmm. So listen, when we pair these fundamental traits to who we are and what our infrastructure represents, you couple that with these AI models that are evolving at a pace unlike we've seen in any other area of technology. So what is Microsoft doing to keep pace and remain ahead of that curve in AI innovation and infrastructure?
It's a great question. And, as the demand for AI continues to grow, our focus on innovation remains unwavering. This is a top priority for the company. So, at the core, we're committed to delivering what we call an AI-optimized infrastructure that empowers businesses to unlock the full potential of their compute-intensive workloads. We are prioritizing designing AI infrastructure with the workload as the primary focus, so that ensures seamless integration into all cloud services. And, the great thing is that our experience handling some of the world's most complex workloads is really a testament to the design goals that we set for performance, scale, and reliability. If you think about it, we have released copilots into Microsoft 365, into GitHub, into Dynamics 365. So, that really helps us be able to learn as a first-party service and then be able to provide that out to our customers. And validation from industry-leading AI customers like OpenAI. OpenAI is using Cosmos DB as their cloud scale database to fuel their service and learning from them. So all of this is feeding how we can drive innovation at scale and really continue to keep up with our customer demand. So, I think at the core, we maintain a steadfast commitment to continual investment in AI to, support all of the unprecedented innovation that's happening in the industry and that we're seeing. And we're continuing investments in the full stack capabilities that are rooted in both, direct feedback that you give us on the service, market insights, as well as the broad kind of ecosystem feedback that we get. So, ultimately, we want to together make sure that our customers and partners can trust that Microsoft is the right AI partner, as we talked about from the responsible AI side, but then also that we have the latest and greatest innovation to bring to bear.
Very good. Well, Alyssa, thanks for joining us today. We look forward to continuing this partnership with you going forward as we build these multifaceted AI offerings. And with that, let me hand it over to Noah Edelstein, VP of Product Management, who leads our Gen AI initiative, to share more about the capabilities we're building in Smartsheet.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Alyssa. I'm Noah Edelstein, VP of Product Management at Smartsheet. I'd like to take a few minutes to show you how we're bringing applied AI to life within Smartsheet. Mark shared a little bit about the generative AI capabilities we're working on, and I get to show you what they actually look like. I'd like to tell you a story about Becky, a marketing manager at MBF Corp, who's using Smartsheet to manage her projects and portfolio lifecycle. Becky uses a dashboard to keep everyone up to date on her projects. She's taken a look at an important dashboard after her manager noticed that the task health for many of the projects was not defined. Becky opens the project plan to investigate. She quickly spots the error. The dashboard is reporting status based on a drop-down that lets managers pick the project health but doesn't make use of the actual or expected values. Of course, a Smartsheet formula could include this information, but Becky isn't quite sure how she'd make that happen. With Smartsheet's AI-powered help assistant, Becky can get the help she needs without leaving her project. She just navigates to and opens Smartsheet's AI-powered help. Becky sees that she can simply ask her question. She also sees common questions that others have asked about projects like hers. None of those questions hit the mark, so she enters her own. What's the best way to compare my project's actual task metrics to what I'd planned on? Smartsheet has a look and then responds with some promising suggestions. Becky has already added the right columns and is familiar with conditional formatting, but the suggestion to add a formula catches her eye. The additional information about getting started with formulas makes it seem easy enough. Giving customers like Becky confidence using all of the powerful capabilities in Smartsheet is really at the heart of adding AI to our product. We want everyone to get faster outcomes without having to step away from the actual work. Becky clears the existing values in the project health column and right-clicks to generate a new formula. Becky has attempted formulas in the past, but has wrestled with getting them to work. Just like with AI-powered help, she sees that Smartsheet is letting her use her own words to describe what she wants, as well as offering some suggestions based on her very own project. She gives it a go and asks for a formula that will show if a project is within, below, or above estimates using the other data in her project. Smartsheet's AI platform goes to work and very quickly creates a formula for her. Becky sees that the formula is available in her new health rating column, but wants to understand it a little better before she starts using it. The formula itself is hard to understand, but Smartsheet gives her a simple explanation of what the formula actually does. The result looks good, so she decides to add it to the rest of her project. Becky no longer has to rely on people picking health status from a drop-down. It's actually calculated and always up to date. But it does make her wonder, is her project actually on track? Enter the new AI Sheet Insights. Becky is again able to use her own words to ask her question, how's my project's health looking this quarter? She knows that the project has all the information needed to answer the question, but also knows that it can be very time-consuming to hunt for the answer. It is worth noting that Smartsheet is protecting Becky's information. The way Smartsheet uses generative AI ensures that customers own their information and it's never available for other companies to see or use. To her delight, she gets an answer quickly, and even better, it's shown to her as a chart. It makes it so much easier to understand all the information in this project. Becky likes the chart, but thinks that the data would be better represented as a pie chart and focusing specifically on this month's health status. Now, this is the insight she wants her stakeholders to have. She knows that they look at the dashboard frequently, so she's going to add this chart right where they'd expect to find it. Becky is ready to update her manager and share the updated information. The new Project Health column is exactly what her stakeholders need and is now accurate, up-to-date, and available to anyone who visits the dashboard. Pretty amazing, right? Applying generative AI to the powerful features in Smartsheet means that Becky or anyone can get a deeper understanding and faster outcomes on their projects. Now I'd like to welcome Josh Schnack, Vice President of Program Management and Business Initiatives at Verdev, for a conversation about how his business is thinking about generative AI and how our Smartsheet generative AI capabilities will help his team get even more out of our platform. Welcome, Josh. Thanks for joining us.
I know. Thanks for having me.
Maybe we could start with, could you tell me a little bit about Verdev and how you use Smartsheet today?
Yeah. So we at Verdev, we design, manufacture, and service critical infrastructure technology for data centers, both large and small, communication networks, and industrial companies. Smartsheet has been pretty widely adopted around our company with many different use cases. But our largest and most mature one is that we use Smartsheet to enable our new product development and introduction process. It gives our project teams and supporting functions a common platform to work in and enables our process as we develop our new hardware, software, and services.
You know, generative AI is moving so quickly, and everyone's in the early stages of considering how they're going to factor AI into the work that they do. How are you thinking about that at Verdev, and how is it currently being used in your business?
Yeah, so there's really two big ways we're looking at AI right now. So one is how we're integrating AI into our daily work and operations, and two, it's how it's impacting our customers and our market. Artificial intelligence has already impacted our market and our customers. So just like you, Noah, this is changing how we're thinking about our products going forward. AI requires a lot of computing power. So as AI becomes more integrated and adopted by our customers, there's more of a demand for higher density compute and a more robust, reliable infrastructure to support that. Demand for higher compute is just going to mean higher density. Higher density presents some interesting challenges for data centers, most notably around power distribution and bigger need for thermal management. So the good news on that front is Verdev is well positioned to meet that demand. We've got some great thermal management solutions to include liquid cooling and high density power solutions, and those are ready to meet that challenge. Now, on the other front, operationally, we're on a journey similar to many other companies. We're always looking to gain efficiencies, agility, to speed up the decision-making process, and ultimately, how fast can we bring our products to market? We see the Gen AI as a possible way to help us there. So one example, some of our manufacturing plants are utilizing what's called a digital twin to streamline our manufacturing process, and we're looking into how Gen AI can help us with that. Outside of the manufacturing environment, many people are exploring how we can leverage other AI tech to bring efficiency and speed to our company, and that's just going to allow us to be more agile in a dynamic market.
I love it. I think those characteristics of efficiency, speed, and agility are pretty key for a bunch of us looking at how we use this technology. You've seen firsthand some of the solutions that we're building for our customers. Can you share some of your thoughts on how this might help your organization move forward?
Yeah, what I find really exciting about the solutions that you're building is that if you have access to the data, then you've got access to insights on that data. And that's just by asking some plain test questions. Something like this is really going to empower all levels of an organization to dive as deeply as they want to without needing to have expertise in using and navigating Smartsheet. So you don't need to know how to build a dashboard or run a formula or a report. You just need to know how to ask it a question. Anybody who's worked on or within a project team, they know how much time is consumed with gathering, filtering, and presenting data to stakeholders. So while this isn't going to completely eliminate that, it does give stakeholders transparency into the information and the ability to go directly to the source and ask their questions. And that's pretty powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. One of the things that's top of mind for a lot of people is data security when using AI. Can you share a little bit about what's most important for you in this area?
Data security is so important for us at Verdev. When it comes to adopting any new technology, including AI, its data security is going to be a huge focus for us to ensure that it's fully tested and put through its paces before we embrace it. If we're going to adopt any AI technology, we're going to prioritize robust data security measures for our information. We expect AI solutions, including those that you're offering, to adhere to strict security protocols. And that's going to include things like data encryption, secure transmission, access controls, and compliance with any industry standards. We also need transparency and clear data governance practices to ensure that our data remains secure. For us, it's important to know where that data flows, how it gets processed, and how it gets contained. And then on top of all of that, we need to know who has access to the AI in general and how you restrict access to the AI code. So the bottom line is, Noah, with any AI solution, it's going to be held to the same security standards as any other piece of software that we would adopt.
The security part is super important and top of mind for us as well, of course. Looking ahead, and as we're talking about the capabilities that we've been demonstrating with generative AI and Smartsheet, what are you most excited about?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, I'm really excited about the increased transparency at all levels of our organization by having easier access to the data and to those insights. Faster access to the information and insights is going to give us the ability to make decisions faster. Another big piece that I'm really excited about is not having to rely maybe so much on our Smartsheet SMEs within our company. The traditional way that we would work is, say I've got a business problem that I need to solve or our process that I need to improve, and I want to put that into Smartsheet. So personally, I can do some simple things, but if I wanted to build out anything complex, I would need to go out and find an internal expert to help me out there, and that just takes a lot of time. So with these Gen AI capabilities, I think the barrier to entry is going to be brought down. And I think that this tech is going to help us build the things we want to build and see the things we want to see just by using some plain test questions and not having any deeper expertise. And I think that's pretty exciting.
Thanks for joining us, Josh. That was a fantastic conversation. Looking forward to continuing to work with you and learn from you as we go forward with our generative AI capabilities.
Thanks, Noah. I look forward to that too. Thanks for having me.
Thank you to everyone who tuned in to learn more about how we're applying generative AI at Smartsheet and what we're building to help you transform your organizations. Stay tuned for more updates coming out at our Engage conference in September, and we're looking forward to getting these features in your hands to help you continue to transform and innovate in your organization.